Hi everyone, I am back and we are here for the 2023 prep vlogs coming back. This year I am doing wellness. So if you watched my channel last year, you knew, I guess no, in 2021, you knew that I was in bikini and then I had switched over to wellness. So yeah, today I'm going to do my first episode, day in the life. 19 weeks out now. So yeah, follow along. I'm gonna go to the gym, gonna train some shoulders. Then I'm gonna come back and chit chat about what prep's gonna look like this year. What flavor do I want? And we are back, you guys. We are back with a prep and like a life update. It has been a while, honestly. It has been a while. I think I did my last YouTube video in like prep related maybe in January last year. So January 2022. And we are now January 2023. And yeah, it is time to start a new prep. So yeah, last year was kind of a shit show. I was in like a bit of an off season in between finishing competing in bikini in when did I finish? September 2021. And then I took a couple months. I got like a breast augmentation in November 21, and then took a few more months, and around January 2022, I was like, oh, let's just start a prep. So I like started a prep, was prepping for like 3 months ish, and then I found out I had thyroid cancer in March. So yeah, that kind of interfered a little bit with my prep. So I had to obviously pull out a prep, and I had a surgery in May, and then I was out of commission for a while. So I had a lot of time off, no upper body training with my breast augmentation and then my thyroid surgery. I don't know if you guys can see, but they cut me from here and then all the way up behind my ear. So I did have a bit of complications from that surgery. One being they took out like 50 lymph nodes in my neck, and some of them were like behind, some of them were like central, and most of them were like in this quadrant. But the one, I guess that was like the ones that were behind, they had to move my trap to get in there. And I'm guessing like either like overstretched my trap or like nicked a nerve or something, because I had a lot of issues with my shoulder as it like fell forward and winged in the back. So I had to kind of deal with that last year and kind of working on repairing that. And it took a while. Like I only started training upper again maybe like 2-3 months ago. So I think I started like fully back to upper body in September or October, maybe October-ish. I think I was fully back. Oh, and then I also had to do like radiation too for my cancer, and that was in the end of October and the start of November. So yeah, it was just like a shit show of a year. I was like super bummed that I couldn't compete. Like I wasn't even bummed I had cancer. I was more like bummed that I couldn't compete, which sounds crazy now like looking back at it, but in that time I was just so disappointed that I couldn't compete, because I love competing. I love being on stage. It's my hobby. It's like my favorite thing to do. I love like the journey, the process. I'm like such a creature of habit, so like prepping to me is just like so much fun. I love having that routine, the meal prep, posing, the vacuums, everything. So yeah, I guess fast forward now to kind of nearing, it was like the end of 2022, and I was like, hey, I look good. I'm glad I took the time, because I did need to grow. Like I came from bikini, so I had dieted my legs down for like almost like half a year prepping for that those 3 shows that like my legs came back pretty fast as soon as I started training them again, because I had been training quads for like 2 years. So once I started hitting quads again, like my legs, I feel like they just like snap back. They were back normal. And I feel like too, like this past year, I'm kind of back to where I was pre-COVID. Like I always had like really thick, big legs, and I used to do a lot of like compounds. So this year, kind of like getting back into like training heavy again and hitting legs like a lot, because you guys know I couldn't train upper for a long time. So like hitting legs, I was hitting legs like up to 4 or 5 times a week for a little bit there, and that kind of helped. Obviously I staggered them. I didn't just it was like quads and then like posterior, anterior. So like it did help a lot. And I feel like I'm back to where I was like pre-COVID, before I like lost a lot of my lower body size. So yeah, now here we are. We're the start of my prep. I have currently 2 shows in the works, like on the plan right now. One of them I am 19 weeks out from, which is Alberta Open. That'll be in Calgary, May 20th. And the other one I will be 21 weeks out, 20 weeks, 21, 20, yeah, somewhere around, because it's like about 2 weeks after. So that'll be June 3rd, I believe, in Toronto. So I already got like that all planned. But if I am ready early, I might try to hit one more show before doing Alberta Open, because obviously a girl wants more stage time, because I just love being on stage. So if I can get like more stage time, that would be better. Ideally, yeah, I would love to do 3 to 4 shows this year, but we'll see. And then we'll see what happens in Toronto. Like obviously, I'm like gonna set this out there. I'm gunning for a pro card. Like who doesn't want to go for a pro card? So that's like the ultimate goal. And if depending what my feedback is in Toronto and how I place, will be depending if I go back into like an improvement season and build, or if I keep trying. And after that will be probably like, it'll be TNT and Van Pro. So yeah, that's kind of like what we got in the works right now. I'm so excited to be back in prep. Like it's only been a week of dieting and I'm already down 1 pound and 1 inch off my waist. Like my waist was so puffy when I checked in on New Year's Day, and today it's looking better. I'll insert like a little posing video and some check-ins. My body is a little different because I had my thyroid taken out. Things will be a little bit different this year. I am actually going to see like a hormone specialist. I just have to wait, because when they do your blood work, they have to do it a week before your period. And I like just am like finishing like the last like day 5 of my period, day 4, day 5. So they want me to, and I have to wait like another 3 weeks to do this blood test. And what they're gonna do is monitor all my levels. Like I do have an endocrinologist, and it hasn't really been the best experience, because with no thyroid, we have to make sure my thyroid levels in my body are like functioning at a normal level without having a thyroid. So what they're doing is replacing all those hormones with synthetic drugs. So like I am on Synthroid, which is T4 essentially, and ideally I'm trying to get T3, because your body naturally produces T3, T4, and if those levels are not in a good range, you could be like lacking in some ways. Yeah, we're not gonna go on this whole like hormone anatomy lesson, but I would recommend, like, if you are having hormone issues, go see like a specific hormone clinic. This clinic I do have to pay out of pocket for, but in the end they will prescribe me, like I'm hoping to get T3, so I'm hoping that they'll just prescribe me, they'll look at my levels, be like, okay, your T3 is on the lower end, your TSH is still really elevated, therefore we will give you this prescription, we will monitor your blood work, and I have to do like follow-up appointments with them. So yeah, it's just easier than like going through your GP, which GPs don't really know a lot about hormones, and especially if you guys are on anything, gear or anything, like that will impact your hormones too. So it's very, very important to make sure you're aware of all that stuff. And yeah, so I'm hoping that, like, I haven't got my blood work done. I actually have to go this week though, just to do like my thyroid blood work, just to see what my TSH is sitting at. It was really, really elevated this past year, and it's taken a long time to get it to drop. And especially because before I did my radiation, they injected me with these like injections called Thyrogen, which spiked my thyroid, like my TSH levels really high. So that kind of like fucked with me a little bit, but now like they're slowly on the come down. And yeah, I just need to check in to see that that's all good. As for a coach, I am still not too sure what I'm doing. It's tough because I prep myself for like 2 shows. Well, pretty much almost 3 shows. Like I had a coach for 2 weeks out of my whole 2021 season. So it's really tough because I've done macros for like 8 years now, and I know what works for me. I know what doesn't. I know how to change my macros. I know how to adjust them. My training program, obviously, like it's like tough because I know what works for me too. So yeah, I just kind of want to find someone who's willing to like more or less look at my check-ins and go over them, and then maybe tweak my macros. So I've been talking to a few people, kind of just getting shopping around, we'll say, to see what I want to do. So I'll kind of keep you guys posted with what I decide there. But yeah, I started my cut at 1800 on last week on Sunday. So yeah, I'm eating 1800 calories and I'm doing 20 minutes of steady state on the bike at the gym. So yeah, I'm not really like trying to hit any heart rate monitors. I wasn't doing any cardio, so this is like cardio to me. So, but thank you for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe down below.